Hey guys, I'm here today on Abby and my Super Chaffee, and I just wanted to talk about, something that might be good for your gameplay and some ways that you might enjoy the game more. For me, I'm grinding up right now the Gorilla line and the Japanese Super Heavy line, and playing Tech Tree tanks are great. You're progressing towards Tier 10. It's a good feeling of like accomplishment once you get there and enjoying like the sweet spots of the Tech Tree. But sometimes, I was getting some real rough matchmaking on my Borsig. Um, I was just like not having a good time in my Type 4, and I just wanted to take a little break. So one thing that I like to do is just drop down, two tiers, two, 3 tiers, go to Tier 6. It's a real good sweet spot. You're still getting Battle Pass points. You're getting some credits, um, and it's nice to just be able to like practice fundamentals, segmenting your games, double bushing, using your view range, your camo, gold when you need it, not spamming it, just thinking about like things like that. And sometimes I'm not the best at them, sometimes I'm great at them. Um, but just trying to get more consistent and thinking about your plays instead of having it be so fast at tier 8, 9, and 10, where a lot of more experienced players are playing. Now, this isn't to say like don't go drop down to like tier 3 or tier 4 and like your Panzer 2J or whatever and kick puppies. But going to tier 6, there's some experienced players, there's some less so experienced players, and you can really just work your fundamentals well, and I really recommend doing that. So anyway, we are going to be taking uh, a exhaust system, vents, and optics, or excuse me, not optics, binos. I have an optics set on this tank, but I think there's some good stationary spotting positions where I can really make use of that extra 15% view range, like here on top of the Abbey, here on the 9 line, here looking over into the base. There's some good spots that you can actually make use of, like some stationary scouting. So I think I'm going to go with that, get a little extra firepower and view range from the vents, a little extra camo as well, and just see what we can work with that. I don't think I need a turbo here. I don't think I need optics too bad over binos. So let's see what we're working with. We're working against bottom tier, against some tier 8s and tier 7s, some heavier tanks, so we're definitely going to bring some extra premium rounds. I have a lighter setup on my 2 key here, but I think we're going to want the extra premium rounds in this one because, turning a profit isn't looking super likely here. We're just going to want to influence the game where we can. In terms of segmenting the game, you're going to want to segment it into an early game, a mid game, and a late game. And I think, Kazoo talks about it all the time. I think you're going to see it pretty well in this game. Early game, you're looking to do damage where you can without getting hit in return. Make a little damage margin between you and another tank that you could exploit later. And yeah, let's get into that. Let's see how that looks first of all. So as we're rolling out here, you're going to see me take a position. A lot of people make the mistake of going straight up the middle of the Abbey. You're just going to get shot there. You might even take a big hit by like an enemy TD. I would probably recommend taking this southern position, or excuse me, this farther left position, taking the low ground, and then trying to hit up on the tanks that are taking the Abbey. So let's see what I do here. We're gonna push in, clip the wall as per usual. Can't win them all. Okay, push in, and we have a great shot on the Progetto. Just gonna auto aim here and take a little shot, and you're gonna see me make a mistake though. Now I get greedy, I see him not looking at me, I'm going to try and stay out, make another shot on him. He's going to whip around and hit me. Right here you really want to make just small damage gains, maybe 2 shots when you can, 3 shots if you're really, having a good setup. And if we turn around here, we can see that the T-34 has kind of got like a hard dick for me for some reason. So I've already taken a shot early in the game. I'm not interested in losing any more of my HP margin. So let's fall back. Let's just fall back. Let's reassess. So now, if you look, we're probably going to not do super well going on the heavy flank here, but there is a spot where we can exploit our view range and try to get some spotting over on the, rightmost flank. So we're going to push over there, see what we can do. Right now, not much difference. I think we have a tank lead, but the HP margin is just about the same. Seeing if I can get a little cheeky shot into the T-34. But we're going to fall back and try to get over towards this left side here and spot for my guys. The FCM's making a pretty boneheaded play, and we're going to see if we can back up this flank in a way that will let us win the game. The Hellcat's paid actor here, by the way. So I got on Fiverr and I told somebody to get in a Super Hellcat and just drive up the middle. Let me get some extra spotting, extra damage in. But yeah, now we're up 3-0 now. And you can be fooled into thinking that this is like some sort of a blowout, but you can see by the HP margin, it's really not the case. We killed some low tier tanks, and it looks like our FCM's about to go down, so we're down 1 tier 8. They still have all of their tier 8s. We killed kind of some fodder tanks in the meantime. So I'm going to go here, and I know these guys are going to try to push up, and with a T-29, a Cromwell being a Super Hellcat, this ARL is going to get evaporated by a T-28 and a Kara. There's nothing that can really handle a T-28 frontally. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to extend my view range and just check the tank destroyer and the heavy tank coming up. I just want them to know that they're visible and they're getting shot at. I'm never going to be able to go through the front of them, and I don't know if these guys are going to be able to. But I just want to, I want them to think about me and not just steamroll my flank if I can avoid it. So we're going to push up into the bush right here. It's a decent position. I probably wouldn't take it like super early game, but if you have a position like this where everyone's fallen back, you can whip around in a quicker light tank with some good view range and try to make something work, especially if you have like commander vision system. Obviously tier 6 you don't, but the binos will let me do some work with the extra view range I have. So yeah, we have now both the Caro and the T-28 spotted. So we're just hanging out, get a little damage on the Caro. That'll come into play later. I'm just scanning over to see if I can see anything. Now, looking out here, the middle is fallen, but we have 2 good tank destroyers lining up, and it looks like the west flank is going to fall. Now, we're not really doing much good on this flank right now, so I think sometime soon we're going to want to relocate back to the middle and see what we can do over here. We're definitely going to have to check these guys later, and this flank is good enough for now, but the most important thing is that these 2 flanks don't get totally overrun, and we're not doing too much here in the first place. So let's get out while we're not spotted. It looks like my T-29 is taking shots from the T-28, but I have camo, so I'm fine. Let's get out of here before we get spotted. And now you can see, yeah, we're at a really substantial HP disadvantage, and we're down 2 tanks. They have all of their tier 8s barring the 7032 still. We are down to just 2 tier 8s. So let's see how we can work this here. Now, the Super Chaffee's pushing in. I don't think that's a very smart move out of him. I probably would have tried to use my view range. I think they think it's just a collapse here. Their Progetto falls. That's a good advantage for us. And the Super Chaffee pushes in. Our Super Hellcat just... I don't really know how he didn't die there, but we'll take what we can get. Get a quick shot in on him. Hit the fuel tank, I think that probably would have been. Maybe killed the crew member. I don't know. Get another shot in on the turret. And let's back up. So the tables have turned a little bit. We have a 2-tank advantage, but the HP is still pretty even. And with this coming in down the right flank, it's really not looking good for the right flank. The T-29 is going to get swallowed. The Cromwell is probably going to get swallowed. We'll see soon. We have a BZ-58 on a Basoto and a T-27 with a KV-1S. That's just a mean mismatch right there. Although the Scorpion can help. So T-29 gets wiped like I thought. And again, I cannot afford the T-28 and the Caro to just steamroll through here and provide support on the other side of the base. So I am going to come over here with my Cromwell. I know I have better view range than him. I'm going to try to extend view range and just check the Caro and the T-28 here so that they have something to think about. I don't want them just steamrolling in, like I said. Our S-51 gets wiped, so we don't have artillery anymore. 9-9. And let's just wait. Let's be patient. I can't afford to take hits from somebody I can't see, and I don't have the view range of coded optics while I'm moving. So let's just wait, check the Caro, check the T-28. They should get around here around the same time. There's the Caro. I don't see a shot that I really love here, even with gold loaded, so I'm just going to wait. My Cromwell hits him, which is good, but you'll notice the T-28's not coming in after him. And I'm kind of thinking about that he's probably gone mid here at some point. There's an unspotted Dicker Max and the T-28, which I'm thinking, I don't really like them not popping up there. That's pretty questionable. So we're going to relocate a second time. Let's go over here, and I want to get vision over the mid because I know nobody's supplying that right now. The Skoda can't see over mid, the Scorp can't see over mid. And sure enough, I get the spot off on the Dicker Max, who does not have good moving view range. So let's try to get up there. Load an HE shell. And I'm hoping my Cromwell can hold the Caro, but it's not going to happen. Now I'm on a timer right now. I know the Caro is going to come up. I'm on a timer here. I can't afford to just sit here for the next 5 minutes. The Caro is going to come up behind me. Sure enough, there they are. Can't go through the T28 frontally, so I'm going to try to double bush the Dicker Max. I still have gold loaded, but I really wouldn't like to pull an intuition switch here. If I can avoid it, you know? Just because, like, I wanted to see if I could get 2 shots in. Didn't work out, but I'm going to take another bush and pull back for the double bush here. Hit the Dicker Max. And hit him again. Now I get spotted. I'm not sure, but I think that was the Caro spotting me. I had the double bush on the stir, so, you know, not particularly sure, but we got to relocate one way or the other. I'm thinking the T28's still probably in this area, so I want to relocate, try to get view range over in that direction, preferably from his side, so I can actually do something. You know, these premium rounds have 155 millimeters of pen. That's not going to do anything to the front of a T28. So let's push around and see if we can use bushes, camo, and view range to our advantage here, and maybe even catch the Caro out pushing into base. He's getting swallowed kinda by the T27. So he's on 399 HP. The T28's also in that neighborhood of 400 HP, and they have the Crusader still. So it's me, a Skoda, and a Basoto. Spot the T28. I'm gonna wait for him to present a side shot, and I take it. He's now 2 hit for me, maybe a 1 hit, and oh, we low roll. He's on 2 HP. He gives me his side one more time, but we can't get it to go through. So we're gonna try, and uh-oh. So now he's realized, okay, it's just a light tank. I'm just gonna face rush this guy. I have more armor, a heavier gun. So what I'm thinking is that if I can relocate up here, he's going to push me. I was unspotted while I was doing that. He's going to push me this side. If I can relocate to the middle, I'm going to catch him as he pushes across and get a nice side shot. But we'll notice that as I'm waiting here, he doesn't make that play. So now I'm thinking, okay, he might just be pushing headstrong over here, or he's just waiting for me on this side. So I'm going to come over and see if I can proxy spot him on the wall, see if I can see him doing anything on this side. And in the meantime, we get a spot on the Caro. So let's hit him, try to give him something to think about while he's capping, maybe even wipe him, who knows. Oh, hit the track, not him. I know he's stationary, so I'm going to take another shot at him and respot. Pull back between the bushes. Looks like the second shot didn't go through. He must have repair kitted. That shot doesn't go in. What a sin. Get another shot. 119. 114. And similarly, he's going to present angled frontal armor to me. It's not looking good from that angle. I'm not going to push that. I'm not going to push the issue. You know, that's a popular blind shot, and I probably can't take much from him. So let's push around here. This is what I was talking about. I'm just trying to see if I can, you know, either catch him out pushing south or pushing north, excuse me, or what. Now I don't see him, which leads me to believe that he's right here still. So I'm going to push out over the back. If I can take him from behind and take the Caro from this angle, we're going to be in good shape. Now the Crusader's pushing up to take cap. My Skoda's not really giving me much help, and oh. That's how close this game was, right there. Looks like we have the shot go past me. He was facing me the whole time. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. This was a very good player. I talked to him after the game. Good on ya. He said I had a good one. So we're gonna drive straight at him. so that he doesn't get to choose a side. We're going to drive straight at him and choose that this was the easier side to get a side shot off, and auto aim, put one right through the side. So now this is important. We gotta wait until we're unspotted. I can't afford the Caro to just get a free shot off on me here. I'm getting a little cheer from my teammates right now, so that's good. I'm gonna wait for myself to be unspotted, counting to 10, and let's see. Sure enough, the Caro's staring right where I would be, but we just gotta get one shot off here, and it'll be good game. And there it is. Now all we gotta do is chase down the Crusader, wipe him out, and it looks like that would be a good game. I'm getting some thanks from my teammates. They actually played very well this game. The fact that I was in a position to pull this carry off from tier 6 is a lot of thanks to my teammates, because let's be frank, if that 7032 was still in the game, a 155 pen is really not gonna play ball against the 7032. Same with some of the other tier 8 heavies, but we really pulled our weight. We knocked out a tier 8 tank destroyer. We are just right now. I mean, I've died way too many times by shotgunning artillery to take this risk. So I'm just gonna try and put a little shot in and hit the door. And he takes his shot, so I get mine. And yeah, that was just a good game overall. I think this was an ace tanker for the damage. And just good stuff overall. Just again, when you're having a tough day at like tier 8, 9, 10, sometimes it's just really nice to be able to influence games at tier 6, double bush, work on your camo, your spotting, just your map technique, and getting all that down.